Hello everybody. We are filming on a Venator. Basically, I've just built a huge wall. Forgive the poor camera quality because I'm doing this whole live stream on the iPad because I'm filming with my phone. Yeah, get the settings up. Just setting some things up before I Yo, hello everybody. Yeah, Ender, you got here early. Yep, basically we're just filming. As you can see, I've got a ton of new shinies from Republic Customs. And I will be using these for, well, I guess it's not much of a secret project now, but like, this is the big project that I have planned out for like the end of the year. Actually, I'm gonna take one taller photo like this. Okay, I just needed to get an overhead shot. That's like the issue with the phone camera is that you can't get that overhead shot. But yeah, we got some new custom clones that we are going to use for this animation. Let me see. Yeah. Also, finally got the man, the myth, the legend, Kid Fisto, the Republic Customs one. Using him in this scene, it'll be great. I cannot wait. And oh, it's out of focus. There we go. Yeah, it's not much action going on in this scene. There's actually going to be another Venator scene that will have some action on it. But right now it's just discussion and all that. What's this video going to be about? I can't tell much about that because this one is sort of like a secret. But, well, actually, if you've been on the live streams, it's probably not a secret. This is like the video that me and Toaster have been working on for a while. He's sort of been like co-directing. Once again, I am just appreciating how clean this camera is. A lot better than the iPad camera in terms of animation and all that, yeah. But yes, you can't really see, but I'm currently filming a shot with Kid Fisto and his commanding officer. Well, the commanding officer of his men. Yo, Stormtrooper Creations, what up? I'm actually going to redo that shot because that looks like he's looking at the camera and not at Kid Fisto. No, the camo. No, the. Oh. Yeah, this is just. Was good, everybody. Trent of the 212 was good. This is, like always, these things serve as like Q&As as well while working on animation. Ooh. Let's see. Is like Sigma Squad origin? It explains. Oh yeah, yeah. It explains the origin of the Sigma Squad, or Kickback in Jigsaw's part at least, because Sigma means unity in Greek, and it's supposed to be a collection of like commandos who have. Hang on. I think that's 5. If it's a collection of commandos who are like together because they lost their whole squad and all that. Where did you get the arm prints for the Phase 1 clones? I got them. Well, they came with the clones. I got these clones from Republic Customs. Basically, what's happened is this Jedi here has been wounded, which is why he's falling down. The rain clones look sick. Yeah, they weren't that expensive. Also, they were only like $4 a piece, including the comma and the pauldrons and all that. And there are battle droids on the ship? No, not yet. What's going on? It's a hangar bay. Basically, all these clones have just survived the battleground, and they've basically returned, and now they're coming to treat the survivors. We've got General Kit Fisto over here, along with some other men in the tanks in this hangar, but they're not doing much right now. It's just them sorting out and helping with all that's happening right now. You've never filmed on the Venator? Yeah, I don't recall I have. Oh, welcome back, Stormtrooper. Yeah. The problem is, this is my first time animating with like a stretcher. Ooh, did I already hit the camera? I already hit the camera. We're off to a great start with animating on a stretcher. Yep, I gotta redo the shot because I hit the first shot with the stretcher and I hit the camera. Is that kickback? Yes, it is. Will you make another Andor stop motion? Because I am making my own series. What do I mean by a stretcher? I will show you when I am done with the shot. I have the stretcher from like the Lego Toy Story, like Toy Soldiers Battle Pack-ish set. And that's what I'm using to basically carry the wounded general here back into the medical bay, which I'm not going to show. He's just going to be carried off screen. But yeah. Andor stop motion. Eventually, yes. I do plan on making an Andor stop motion eventually. This is going to be like a little mini series called Andor Missions, where it's between the Gorman Massacre and the last 3 episodes of Andor, where it's just him, K2, and potentially Melshi going on some sort of mission together. This is going to be tricky. Because the biggest, one of the, both a good thing but also an issue is that the legs on these clones aren't like the best. And I just realized I can't even do this. Oh goodness. It's like a little bit more challenging. Do I even need the other guy to like have his legs in? The other dude's just gonna kind of be flat. Oh, well, that's that. Accidentally made him hit the ground a bit too hard. Oh, that's one stud too much. So gotta bring it back a bit. Visor was raised a little too high, but it's okay. It's one shot. Oh, helmet. In the future, you should give the droids weapons that have ever... No. Favorite triangle versus monkey character? Ooh, Russell. I like Russell. Russell's awesome. You can never go wrong with a Russell. In terms of either monkey or triangle, it's gotta be triangle for sure, but I like Russell. Russell's the goat. Russell rhymes with Grug. No, it doesn't, but... This animation is looking okay in terms of the stretcher. I'll show you when I've finished the stretcher shot what I mean by the stretcher. Really, it's just the back clone is like sort of flying. Actually, he can be okay. He's about to let go of the stretcher. Don't let go of the stretcher. Oh, I just hit the camera. Did I hit the camera? It's okay. It wasn't. It didn't impact it. What am I on now? I am on this foot. Sorry, I haven't answered many questions. A bit busy with this tricky little shot. I really should have just swapped the helmets out with like the official clone legs, because that would have worked much better. Now that he's off camera, I'm just not gonna move him that at all. Seen a few people getting Republic Customs. Has he done a rebrand? Because last I heard, he was one to avoid. I know a lot of people were saying Republic Bricks was one to avoid. I didn't know about Republic Customs. I mean, he does have some off-brand clones, but he does have like newer styles, especially starting like last year, that were better in terms of like accuracy. How the heck did... Well, that don't matter now. So, what I mean by the stretcher is, this is the stretcher from the Toy Story set. Basically, I'm trying to have these guys run around, but like the thing is, it's hard for them to like, it's hard to like move the legs, and also like one of the issues is that like, unlike the Jonak Toys ones, which is the complete opposite, the connection on these is pretty strong, and I haven't like broken through it yet. Just so I was 5 minutes behind, bruh. I think there's a good idea to make a Galactic Empire via tripod. What? Probably Bricks is the one I meant. Yeah. See, what is the stop motion? I came about late. It's basically like, it's actually an ending scene, but it's like one of the first scenes that I'm filming just because I don't have parts for a good number of the scenes. and it's basically like the aftermath of a battle, and like they're bringing in the wounded and the survivors, because this is actually, a lot of people were like saying, why don't you ever make it where like the bad guys win? This is one where the bad guys win, spoiler alert. Now I am putting Burlix on the stretcher as Winter is looking at him as he leaves. This is Captain Winter from, oh, well, I guess they kind of spoiled what it is about, because any diehard like Star Wars fans now gonna know what this could be, because I said Winter. Winter's come. I don't know, I didn't watch that show. Oh, hit the camera. Thankfully I didn't take any photos yet. Rounds with Grog 9. Oh yeah. I wonder who asked for the bad guys to win. Just people over the years. And it was the good guys always win. Yeah, it was time for something else. What's the main plot of the video? General idea. Basically, it's a very major defeat, and it also explains part of Kickback's story as well. This is something that Toaster and I have been. Toaster is the co-director for this film, and basically, it's a Kintan video, but it's like a prologue, like with the Phase 1 stop motions. That is already a problem. I think I'm just gonna make it a little bit goofy. Oh yeah, you can't even see it. Oh, I hit the gunship. Yo, Toaster, what up? And Starbrick. Two legends just came in at the same time. Sorry for the delay on those voices. Oh, so that's the voice actor. Oh wait, oh. Yes, Toaster. This is the video we've been talking about for a while. I'm filming the ending scene first because I have the parts for that. I'm still waiting on some other parts for some of the battle scenes, but this is filming for what we've been talking about. Yeah, Verlix gets wounded in the battle ahead, so Oh, wait, Starbrick, you were on Martini's live as well? Actually, I'm gonna give Helios the line. I just realized I'm now filming a conversation where two of the three clones walking have macro binoculars. So this is gonna be a little tricky situation. Hang on, I'm just okay. That's where I gotta be in case I use my face. I'm gonna make them all take 2 steps back as they are walking into the scene. Oh, Helios's helmet is just popped off. It's okay. Just live the dream. You were also on Martini's live. I wasn't on Martini's live. Actually, I was on it for like a split 30 seconds. Bro, there's been like 3 lives today. I was on Starbreak's live today. Yeah, Saturday is my animation day. I don't do schoolwork on Saturday. I do my schoolwork on like Sunday. Because it's sort of like a rest day for me. Hey. Oh no. Anyways. And I keep hitting the macros. This looks horrible. I'm just looking at the animation they're like of the walk cycle. Move it back a bit. There we go. Not that bad now. Been on 4 streams? Dang. Wait, who was the 4th? Martini, Starbrick, me, who else? Okay, I realized that I need to redo the shot prior to this because I have messed up Winter's walk cycle. Fourth wasn't an animator. Oh, that makes sense. Oh my. This is what happens when you work on improving a walk cycle. Why the... Me struggling. I love GCC Phase 1 clones. Your wallet must be pretty decent though. Yeah. My brothers, I'm struggling. There we go. That's the hard frame right there. Just don't hit any macros. We good, we good. Trying to just determine what the best focus is. I'm gonna take him out for a split second because I need to take a photo in between these two shots. Wait, I gotta... Now I'm gonna send the camera to the end. Did I already take a photo? I didn't take a photo. There, I'm not tripping. This connection is very... Oh, well, I moved the legs on accident. This connection with Kid Fisto's arms are very strong. I hit the camera. Do you use Stop Motion Studio or the Pro version? I'm pretty sure I have the Pro version, but I don't really use the effects that much anymore. So, I don't think you really need it. Okay, this time, do not hit the camera. I just hit the... I hit the stupid camera again. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I am attaching sticky tack to the camera. Well, not the camera, but like the stand. So that way, it don't move. Except the problem is now I gotta smooth the sticky tack to a position that I like. Crash out, yeah. I think you used it on your new video with a jetpack effect. What? Oh wait, I used it like erasing software, yeah. Why did I do that? Okay, don't hit the camera this time. You know what, I'm gonna go with my left hand, because my left hand won't get in the way. How long do you think this stream is going to go for? Probably as long as the usual ones go, which is like, oh my days, 2 hours. Nope. Problem with custom figures is that the joints are not the best. Do you like GCC clones? Yes, I do. I haven't gotten any yet. I do have a few on my wish list. I might get some like after Christmas because there's a good number on the list. Supposedly they're making a 41st Officer and 41st Heavy, which will be good because I like the 41st. And I'm not talking about the camo type. I'm talking about the like the Battlefront 2 white version. Okay, there we go. And then there's like another shot that I'm doing with Keithisto talking. Republic Customs clones? Yes, these are Republic Customs clones. Bro, Lego Brick wants CC to crash out so bad. No, he's saying that I have been crashing out because like when I keep hitting the camera, I tend to like slam my desk and go like ah. How to tell that you are a theater kid without telling anyone that you were a theater kid? The way I act. I'm basically Michelangelo from TNT with Raphael's anger issues. How long did it take to make this background? It took a solid 30 minutes to build this just because I went through like every single like 2x4, 1x4, 2x6, 1x6 light gray piece in my collection. Turns out, because I forgot I was doing phone, I probably could have cut it out starting from where the top gray line is. But I didn't because I forgot that I was not using an iPad. I was using a phone. Do I need the sticky tack for this? I'm going to try without it. And I'm going to live to regret it. What's the line here? If you got any space scenes in the stop motion, I actually have a friend who is doing CGI shots. I asked him to do, I have one CGI shot for this animation. Yeah, I have like one shot of a Republic gunship entering the Venator or like approaching it. And actually my Wolfpack stop motion is also gonna have a CGI shot because I'm asking a friend of mine to make the two shots. I know CGI is like a lot to work on, so I just asked for one because it wasn't too much to ask for. And they're both like fairly similar. But I have a few space shots. Eventually, once I get back to where I left, once I get back to the specific shed, I have like these two big plastic pieces of like, well, just pieces of black plastic. And I'm planning on bringing those and maybe potentially making a space battle with X-Wings and TIE fighters. Ooh, that's a bit too much. Still a bit too much. This is literally just dialogue, so it's like not, it doesn't take forever to film. Oh. Sounds dope. Thoughts on the 2025 Turbo Tank? I like the set. It's small, so it'll fit in the scenes. It's just overpriced. I'll probably pay for one, hopefully with like a sale. I do want to make a Galactic Marine stop motion. That is what I want to do. I do want to make a Galactic Marine stop motion, especially with like Galactic Marines along with, I was going to say the 212th, but I feel like someone else is probably going to beat me to that. But probably with like the 501st, no wait, the 41st. I want to do Galactic Marines with the 41st. And I also want to do like the 327th with the 212th. Jigsaw looks like he saw someone die. You're not wrong. Sneak peek of the rest of the set. No. Well, this is really just it. It's just 3 base plates, a big wall, the gunship, and the tanks. Like, the lights are above the camera, but it's pretty much it. Wait, I need to send camera to end. I need to reposition the light so that I can reposition the camera. Because Helios, if you're a hardcore fan, you remember Helios. Yeah, don't want to ruin the stream angle as well. That's definitely the other reason why. Yes, Jigsaw has seen someone die. He's seen quite a few of his brothers killed. Because this is, imagine this defeat as a defeat similar to like what's the one that's like the great defeat where it's like Gregor Sarish, I think that's what it's called. Battle of Sarish. It's sort of like that. Ooh, did I just hit the camera too hard? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, you can see Kid Fisto moving here. Okay, I was gonna move the camera a bit more. I remember Cosmos. Cosmos? Who's Cosmos? Oh yeah, the Zelo Beast guy. You're going to get to the point where you can't even have a named clone trooper die in your films. Everyone's saying R.I.P. Chip. Oh no, I'm about to kill off a bunch of named clones. It's just that Coruscant Guard is the first time that I've like made it to the 4th episode. I'm hoping to finish like my 187th and 41st and sorry, mosquito. Like my Coruscant Guard, my Wolfpack, 212, all those other legions. I'm planning on finishing that, and they because I want to get to the Clone Rebellion. A lot of boys are about to die. Kit looks awesome. Yeah, Kit does look awesome. When people tell me Kit, I'm like so confused because I have. Here's the thing: I've got two characters now whose names start with Kit. I got Kit Fisto, who's the Jedi here, and then I've also got that Mandalorian that killed Chip. His name is Kit, and so when people are saying Kit looks awesome, I'm like, what? Kit's not in this, and I'm like, oh wait, Kit Fisto. Man, I'm realizing how hard it is to animate with these clones just because of how tight their joints are. But it's awesome though. Well, now I know Chip dies. Oh, you hadn't seen it yet? If anybody's ain't gonna be happy about all those dead clones, oh yeah, well, they weren't happy about all the ones in the Clone Wars show, I'll tell you that. See, this scene isn't supposed to be very long, so I'm actually almost done filming this scene here. But don't worry, we got a lot of... There's a Solist anthology episode that actually takes place on a Venator and not Solist. And you'll probably find out why soon. I actually named him Winter because of Band of Brothers. Oh, okay. Yeah, Toasters, this is the next battalion for anyone new. This is the battalion that is in, like, Cad Bane Part 2, all that sort of stuff. Speaking of Cad Bane, I was talking... Oh, wait, never mind. Cad Bane Project, spring 2026, maybe. Just maybe. Oh, today I actually, finally at my local Walmart, they finally had the Spider-Man CMFs, and I was able to upgrade Robin Gundam. I kind of don't want to spoil everything, but basically I've upgraded him. What are you using to take the photo? I'm using my phone. How many projects are you working on right now? I say a lot. I actually started like 3 others today. Well, I say I started. It's just I filmed the scene, but I'm not gonna go back to it till like later, because like I had built a Venator like bridge, and I didn't want to like destroy it and then have to struggle with rebuilding. So I just built some scenes for that, and that's just like concept ideas. Honestly, that might be putting like deleted scenes and all that. So it's all that sort of stuff. Basically, I've just been filming a lot. Okay, here we go. I'm working on a lot. I finished recording the. I'm ready to take another break. I don't blame you. Just don't be gone for like a whole year, man. I feel like you always got like 10 projects you're working on. Well, that's because if I work on one project, I quickly get burnt out, and so I work on a lot. And like my 41st part two has been I worked on that and I haven't even like touched it since January of this year. So I need to like either redo that or just continue with it. Try not to, bro. Yeah, if you're gone for like 2 months, that's fine. Just don't make it like a whole like a year. Well, if you're gonna take a year, yeah, it does get tiring. Well, if you're gonna take a break for a whole year, just please finish Battle of the Crate. I'm waiting on the finale. Did I hit Helios's macro? No, I didn't. The thing is, like, I feel like the reason I don't burn out as much is because I treat this as a job. Like, okay, gotta push that in, and I have. Oh no. I treat this like a job as well because this has, like, been an investment for not just me, but also, like, my parents and all that. And, like, I'm able to pay off part of my college tuition with this, and it's a lot easier to pay it off as long as I'm still active. I'm gonna have to redo this shot just because of how this guy's rangefinder was. Okay, back to the stream. Just seeing. Oh my goodness. Won't be that long. Yeah. When is it coming out? I'm gonna be honest. This probably won't be coming out until like December, because I got Waxer's Mission. I got Wolfpack. 2 parts, and then part 1 is technically this is like part 2 actually. Part 1 is supposedly gonna be a bit shorter than part 2, but like, yeah, the last. And there's also a hard cases mission, and I don't know if I'm gonna work on that before or after the Kintan. It'll just really depend on how soon I can finish Wolfpack. If it takes a little while, I'll definitely like start Kintan after, but I'm like still ordering parts for the Kintan. I still have, well, I haven't ordered them yet, but I have to get some more Nikto heads. I could probably manage with just 2 Nikto heads, but I kind of want to just get a few more just to make the army look a bit more big, just to like show the threat. Will we ever get a 327 stop motion? Probably. Well, it won't be until next year because I don't have it, and I've already like planned out the rest of my 2025. I'm just really waiting for like a sale, because I've like seen seen the 327 battle pack on all the shelves. Like, it's been the same for like the last 3 months. No one has even like touched those sets. Like, the way they've all been displaced is like the same. It's because like it's just so expensive. It's not even like the protest anymore. It's just I can't bring myself to pay that much money for that set. Like, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm hoping, like, there's a Black Friday sale and I can get it for, like, $35 or cheaper. I definitely will do a 327th animation just because I do love the 327th. But not yet just because everything's overpriced. If Lego eventually, like, doesn't lower the price, I still will get it just because it's an opportunity to, like, it's too good to pass. But still, okay, I'm a bit hard. My plan is really for, well, actually the 327 I'm planning on just getting 2 battle packs because I can just mix the 327th with plane clones. In terms of building my Galactic Marine army, it'll probably be getting 1 turbo tank and then just getting the other Galactic Marines on Berkeley for like $20 or less, just because I'm willing to pay $20 for a Galactic Marine and not $160 for 3. If you know what I'm saying. Like, my purchase plans in terms of turbo tanks is get 1 like full turbo tank, order some Galactic Marines on Berkeley as well as another Juggernaut, like without the figures, because I've seen it be charged as cheap as like $40 for just the tank. And I want to basically modify the second one where it's just gray colors for my Imperial Juggernaut. Okay, so I've already filmed this scene. So now what I gotta do is I gotta get rid of all this stuff. Well, actually, the gunship's staying in place. It's just all the other clones are moving around because I'm now working on the Solus Anthology episode. Oh, this is a custom character in the division. Name is Wix. He's got a shotgun. I don't know why I wanted to show that. But yes, the Coruscant Guard. This Solus Anthology episode takes place literally during the Siege episode, or right after it. Do you remember me? I was the one who started a conversation about collabs by begging you to do a collab with me last stream. Maybe. What are you going to do a Star Wars Clone Army showcase? Probably never. Maybe as like a short or something. I don't know. So what am I saying? The anthology episode is, why does this keep happening? It is about the man, the myth, the legend. Actually, he's a pretty bad guy. General Callus. He is making a return. Shocker. Basically, what's happened. Well, I'm not going to explain. Well, actually, it's pretty obvious. I already said that there's a battle. Basically, he's a think of it as sort of like the episode where the Separatists are trying to rescue Newt Gunray as he's on the Venator. Think of it as that episode. It's sort of like that. And someone actually brought up this suggestion, because originally Callus was supposed to be a Bothan. However, someone was like, oh, he's got the Chima head. Is he also from Wilderon? And I'm like, no. And then 3 hours later, I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. So basically what's happening is he's actually being transported to Wilderon for his crimes. And this is one of the members of the Wilderon government. I don't know his name yet. It's something with an E. But basically he's one of the guys who is in charge of the transportation. Now I gotta put all my clones up. all the Phase 1 clones at least. Because now, oh, this is also, since this is like a episode that I've started, I can now use the custom guns. Cool customs, by the way. Yeah. Actually gonna point this light towards here because I'm like trying to go through my inventory right now. We'll go on the commanders here, or officers. Chima were great. Too bad they ended the run. Yeah, I was sad when Chima was over. Chima was great. I love Chima. I still do. Where did I put the other bag? Oh, right there. Working on rebuilding some of the clone characters that I had for this. Oh wait, I can actually just move the phone. Yeah, I'm not filming just yet. I'm setting up the scene for another film. Where's the, all right, there we go. We got a heavy trooper right here. We got one of the officers. Oh, I gave it macros. This is why you check and make sure that everything is accurate, because otherwise you get animation errors. How long did it take you to get this good? I've been doing this for like 8 years now. I fixed them. What's oh, this is what I'm looking for. Drop the blaster. Drop the blasters. Okay, where's my kickback fig? I gotta take him apart because he's using a shock trooper torso. And I need all 6 shock troopers for this scene. Yeah, you heard me, I said 6 shock troopers. I have 6. just being like, how many do you have? Yes. All the shocks have to have rifles. Where did I put all the blasters? I didn't put them all in the same bag, did I? Well, I might have, actually. Yeah. I really just need to keep all the blasters out. $25 shock troopers? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of shock troopers. Yeah, apparently there's like a shock trooper mech coming out, and I'm just like, why? Why is there a shock trooper mech coming out? When I opened my Lego set, it didn't have every shock trooper, and then I asked Lego, and they gave me like 20 more. What? Nah, that ain't right. Is that General Callus? Yep, it is General Callus. Another Solus Anthology episode in the works, except this time it isn't even on Solus. It's on a Venator. Oh, there's the... Yep. I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. Now I just need... I might not be Solus, but it's the same great bait. Yep. The good old gray base plate. I need to get some green ones. That's also why I'm considering refilming the entire 41st Part 2. Well, I say the entire. I've only filmed like the first half of the opening battle, but I'm thinking of like refilming it just because it's on a gray base plate, and I could easily do it on a green. Actually, I'm gonna give the plain clones carbines. How is number one? How is the number? Oh, I'm flattered. How's the number one Lego Star Wars YouTuber doing? Uh, ask Jim Jam. I don't know. Ask him how he's doing. Jim Jam, the goat. Working on one more animation before he takes a decently long break. Is that it's Stacey no, it's not Stacey Chen. It is still working on naming this guy actually. But it is another Arthurian Jedi who also conveniently has a. Actually, I might change his lightsaber color to blue, just because Stacey Tin does have a green lightsaber, and that would be a bit confusing. But no, it's a different Arthurian Jedi. Athari, I don't remember. I'll just have some clone officers just standing here as well in attention as they oversee the transfer of the prisoner. Isn't Jin Jin going for like 2 years? Yes. He is. Just gonna move everything again because now I can actually start clearing out the area to film. Gotta get all these glorious, colorful clones in the Phase 1 clone bag. Move the tank a little here. Reorganize some of the crates, get this thing out of here just so that it looks like it's a different Venator. Just don't want the same like crate formation and all, you know. Yeah, I got 4 of these officers from Republic Customs. But I got 4 for $10. Like they got dual modal legs, and they're doing better than Lego somehow. I also swapped out the fake clone head with like official clone heads, so that's why they look a bit better. I might actually put some sticky tack in this because this thing keeps falling out. Yeah, there we go. For those saying, oh, it's gonna stick too much, I don't really care. I might just end up filming this like quick scene and then call it a day. Maybe like talk about some stuff. I don't know. I do want the stream's gonna go on until we make it to the 2-hour mark. Look at all the clones lined up. Yeah. Does anybody know if Jango Fett is the only individual who has like a slave one type of his ship? Just pouring in some water in a cup as I'm filming. Yeah, after this, I'm probably gonna head into editing for Waxer's mission now that I've got all the clone dialogue in. thankfully for this scene, I don't have to start a whole new project because I've already filmed a good bit. Well, not a good bit. I've already just filmed the scene, so I'm not like starting anything new. There's a mosquito just flying in my light. I was on the Discord app for some reason. Why is it on the Discord app? First stop motion was so goofy. Yep. How do you do your clone voice? I use an app called Voice Plus. That is how I do the, see, like, right here, I'm just actually going to play because it's not much. Well, like, this was one of the scenes that, like, I used for the Venator, and I just did a bunch of stuff like that. I'm really just taking another overhead shot. Can't really do that with this, so I'm just holding it like an actual camera. I actually put him here. Is that a good photo? Nope. Oh, and I also didn't put the camera at the front. You got to do the... Trying to get that right overhead shot. There we go. I'm just gonna take some shots of the clones moving. We're just not even moving at all. Random question: do you like Mission Impossible? I actually haven't watched it. I need to watch some of those. What's going on? I'm just trying to take a big photo. When will we do another stop motion about Sigma Squad? Well, this is actually the scene that I was filming prior to this was actually like part of the Sigma Squad journey. I do have their story planned out, and I definitely want to like get to that eventually. Definitely, Sigma Squad might be the first like clone unit that I'm like gonna dive into their like story. Like, how do I put this? For all my clones series, I'm going to explain whether in like 1 or 2 episodes, like what happens to each of them in like the Order 66 era. And Sigma Squad might be like the first one that I tell the story of because I actually have it like written down. Really gotta see them? Yeah, I do. My mom was talking about them. Gotta film Callus walking towards the administrator in the Wilderon government. I haven't animated with Callus in a while. It's been since like 2024 of January that I animated with Callus. Comment will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Sorry, I had to. FPS is 15. It might be as long as I've not been animating my 212. So if you need... I got that, yeah. The self-destruct, I figured that was from Mission Impossible. I had heard that before. I think that was the one thing my mom quoted when she was talking about those movies. I've seen John Wick, though, so it can't be that bad. Well, actually, John Wick was good. When I said bad, I mean in terms of violence. I have watched Jason Bourne, or at least the first one. Actually, no, I might have watched the second one. I can't even remember. 2 weeks ago was the first time I watched Inception. That was a pretty good film. My head hurt a little because it was like a dream inside of 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 a potential dream. It was weird, but it was kind of interesting. The amount of coordination was very impressive. Finished listening to the music from Inception in the background when you said that. That is funny. I'm gonna make one of the clones like turn their head here just because curiosity. Probably gonna be the heavy. I don't think my camera's in frame. Mamma mia. Pizza pasta, pizza pasta. So it's super crazy how you got back to me, got me back into anime. Now I'm anime own clone commander. Oh, that's awesome. For like 5 years. Nice. I've been animating for like, well, I've been on YouTube for around that time as well. Hang on, go to channel, open like a new tab. Yeah, I can't wait to see what we have planned. Ask the questions, ask the questions. Ooh, maybe, what do you do for storage? Because after one film, it fills up storage. Well, I have a device that has a lot of storage on it. Funny enough, it has enough storage to like hold all of my animations from since like 2023. And here's the thing: the reason I have all my animations is so like in case I ever lose the channel, I still have the content. So if I lose the channel, like somehow it gets deleted, I'll just post everything again. So, if for some reason it's missing, don't worry. I'll be back. Somehow. One, two, three. Yeah, that's always a backup plan. I have all my animations. Yo, Robs, what up? Hey, you didn't come at the very end of the stream this time. Did Starbrick leave or is Starbrick still here? I don't know. Hey, that was one time. Well, it was a funny one. Yeah, you're definitely in the second half of the stream, but like, at least you're here. Is Starbrick still here? I don't think he's here still, because he hasn't commented lately. Does anybody, I don't know if, oh wait, you guys probably can't even see, but like, oh, you can see. Anyone realize what the gold piece is for the scepter of the, of the Eagle Man? So you're using custom weapons. Yep. Custom weapons came with the custom clones I got, which is why. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use them because they look pretty cool. I don't know how, if I'm going to, well, I do know how. I just don't know which way I'm going to like do the blaster effects. I'm going to test out both. I may end up using the impact Lego piece as like also the blaster fire Lego piece. Callus? Yeah, this is Callus from the Solus series. I really should have made this guy hold the scepter in his other arm. Cause like, yeah, I should have. Is this when Callus is arrested? Yes. Or actually redo the shot.
Gunslinger has aura, bro. Shoots so quick. Yep.
What Legion is this? I actually haven't decided. Guys, you guys put down a number, and I'll make this the number of the Legion. Just place a number that you think would be good for a maroon-colored Legion. Because the shock troopers are just escorts. It's these guys that are the color of the battalion.
67th. 727th.
No way you put down 67th. 98th. I like that one. What else? What other numbers? Any tips on how to get bricks from background? What am I doing? There's like this Lego store that I went to where you could they were like, people would just sell their old bricks and put it in like this big tin. Like, I bought a bunch of used gray bricks.
$56, 161st, 295th.
I'm either going with 98 or the 161st. It'll probably be. Oh, the 98th seems a lot like. Ooh, 82nd. Is the 82nd one? I don't know.
I don't know what the 62nd. 82nd, yeah. You think it's a good idea to buy one certain color of bricks in bulk?
Yes, light gray for walls. I might end up making another order of light gray bricks. Well, actually, what I want to get is like the actual brick pieces.
I'll go through the numbers.
Who are the names of the Jedi and clones? I have not decided yet. Thinking of naming the heavy Scourge.
That's the one I can really think. Still not over Chip's death.
Yeah, Chip had to go. I feel like Chip's death is gonna be more sad once they like release the full like movie where it's just all the Coruscant Guard parts together, because Chip's been in all 3 combat. Oh, and he also played a big part in part 2. The thing is, people are just gonna hear the same like battle music like 5-6 times in a row, because I always play the song Alpha Mission as like the battle music for that one battle. I've been playing Alpha Mission in a load of my animations ever since 187th. Bro, if I posted the Coruscant Guard movie right now, it'd probably have like a runtime of 45 minutes. But I'm thinking that the runtime of like the Coruscant Guard movies is gonna be like an hour and a half because I have at least 3 episodes planned still. 2 of which are with the main like Reaper series, and then 1 is like focusing on the Coruscant Guard, like Battle of Coruscant. When will the stop motion release? Probably in December. Oh, this one? No, this will be like. This might be the first animation of 2026. Not gonna lie. I'm just filming this scene because I needed to film this scene for like an earlier animation. Like, I'll be filming a couple holo table meetings, like the room beside the bridge, where like Rex basically commits Order 66 on Ahsoka. That one is gonna be. That one is gonna be like. What was I gonna say? What was I talking about? I was talking about the room after the Venator shot. I mean, the shots with like in the Venator briefing room where like Anakin meets with Ahsoka and Bo-Katan on the hall projector. That room where Eve Koth fights Grievous at first. That sort of stuff. I'm going back to finishing up Wolfpack Part 2. I've already filmed Wolfpack Part 1. I just need to finish filming Wolfpack Part 2. Well, I've filmed this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the scene for the next. I'm just going to set up the scene for the next animation, but I'm not going to animate it because I'm going to have a burnout for the rest of the day. Basically, Callus isn't here. None of these guys are here. I might remove the gunship just because it's taking up a lot of space. So I'm going to move that. How long are you going to stream for? Probably going to stop once I get to the 2-hour mark. See, what I do is I actually put this sort of piece, like a flat piece, right under the gunship just so that it sticks. And so that I don't have to stick the entire, like, flat surface on it. Well, I didn't think I'd actually have the gunship out for this short of a time period. I'll have to put it up. I'm gonna put up the phone because I'm not animating anymore. How many clones do you have? A lot. So I'm just looking through stuff real quick. You gonna have to go? Well, see you, Stormtrooper. Yeah, I'm only gonna be streaming for like another. How many minutes have I been streaming? Probably like gonna stream another 15-20 minutes. Bye. Oh no! Drop the helmet. Gotta rebuild one of my troopers. Ow. On Sigma Squad, will we ever see a flashback of the 2 commanders who died or know their identity? Well, we know their identity because of the Sigma Squad episode Hostage Takeover. It explains what happened in general, but like we didn't see it on screen. And actually the first scene that I filmed is part of that video. Where did I put the thing? Half the time I decide I try to be ominous, and then the other half I'm just like, yeah, this just happened. Spoilers. Come to the stream, you got spoilers apparently. I'm gonna have to get my bag of crates because that is the best sort of cover for any sort of hangar battle. Just crates. I might have a few officers fighting as well. Yeah, I'll have a few officers. Like, even though they're not on the bridge, I'll have them fight. Just because it would look cool. I need to get, like, that clone hangar bay worker from, like, Jonek Toys. That guy looks sick. I need to get, like, at least one of those. Also, just, these clones look a lot like Battlefront 2, the officer clones. For the Republic! Yeah, I might just have all 4 officer clones in this battle. One might hold a carbine. I should have ordered a... Oh, you see what the 2 commanders are going to look like. It's the full-on squad there, and you're going to see them in action and all that sort of stuff. It's just... I don't know what it's just. That's basically it. You're going to see it all. What's the 87th Sentinel Corps? That is something that I'm thinking about, the 87th. It doesn't look like the 87th, but like honestly, I was like trying to figure out what that Legion was called, and that is what it's called. I might rock with 87. I'm gonna need to pull out a blue lightsaber because I'm trying to make this not CC10. There's the blue lightsaber. Ooh, I've hit the camera as I'm moving stuff around. It's alright. How did you come up with the design of Sigma Squad? Well, originally I just ordered the 4 coolest looking Republic Commando helmets that Clone Army Customs had to offer, and I just made a story off of that. Well, I just put them all together. Yeah, this is the commanding officer of the likely to be 87th. This is his lieutenant. This is the Jedi General, the Heavy, and the Radio Trooper. I'm not gonna make a whole series off of them. Just gonna have them fight some clankers. Speaking of clankers, let's pull out the droids. Pulling out the droids here. Definitely getting a bunch of the supers out. Might bring out the green droids just because of... no, actually, even though they were on Sullust a lot, probably not that. Definitely a lot of super battle droids. I already filmed one scene where I used all my new super battle droids. Yeah, this is gonna be the most, besides the Coruscant Guard, that I've like used my shock troopers and plain phase 1 clones. Bro, I can't wait to film a Battle of Coruscant series because that's gonna have like so many different legions added. It's gonna have the 501st Coruscant Guard, plain clones, 187th, all that sort of stuff. No, this is a different scene from the beginning of the scene. The stream. Different scene from the stream. This is like the third scene that I'm filming, but like I'm not gonna film it on this stream just because it'll take way too long. That'll be like something for Tuesday because Sunday I'm gonna be working on schoolwork and Monday also school stuff. Tuesday is like a day I can film. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays are typically my film days. Oh wait, that's a good one. I can use that one. Oh, by the way, time to flex on my collection. You see that? That's a tactical droid. That is an official Lego tactical droid. In fact, I'm so rich. I've got two. These obviously weren't knockoffs that were $5 for just a 2-pack. No, these are really fake. We need an ARC Trooper series. I'm actually planning on making a Fordo ARC Trooper episode. Not a series, but definitely what those are called? Definitely an episode. Why did it take me so long to call it an episode? Yeah. I don't think I've been streaming. Yeah, we're only gonna have like 10 more minutes of streaming after this. I'll put up the phone stand. Just not using that right now. But we got a bunch of clones. Actually, I'm gonna have some of them like already dead, because basically the Jedi and his officer. This is very similar to like the scene where Obi-Wan is being boarded and attacked by Grievous. It's very similar to that. I'm actually also gonna move a tank out of the way, just so that I got more space. I'm actually going to also add a custom E-Web turret of mine. I'll give it to one of these clones. He's gonna be gunning down clankers. The custom E-Web turret of mine, he's gonna be gunning down those droids. I think he had one during 187th Part 2. I didn't actually have an ARC Trooper during that one. Oh wait, yeah, I did. That was Zing. That was Zing for his quick appearance in like, oh yeah, the Solace series. They were gonna have some clones be lying dead for this just because they've already pushed through the ranks in many places. This is giving a lot of Coruscant Guard or Battle of Coruscant vibes because it's with battle droids. Mine's a sig fig human. Yeah. Pull out all these crates. Pull them out all over here as the battle rages on. Oh, I don't want that. Did you ever have do you ever have a human sig fig in your videos? Oh, yeah. I did. Yeah. Why did it take me like 300 business days to understand the situation? Yeah, I did. I feel like an idiot. Will we see Commander Paulson, Red Alert, Bucky, Punch, Chip, Stack? Quit talking about Chip. We all know Chip is dead. We may or may not see. It depends on if they survive the other episodes between now and then. Because, unpredictable things happen. This may or may not be a thing. Who knows? Who knows who survives and who dies? He's just gonna lay dead because he's dead. Just gonna put a little bit of sticky tack on the side so that the gun doesn't move around too much. Commander Phil or Commander Stone? I think Commander Phil is kind of dead. Phil kind of died. Stone is actually an interesting idea. Maybe Stone. Commander Stone would make a interesting appearance. Yeah, he'd be a nice addition. I do like Commander Stone. He's an awesome character. Would be cool. What about custom minigun? Will we see that? Probably from Clone Army Customs if I get a custom minigun. Eventually. Yeah. That would be really hard to animate with. And an ARC 170 would be pretty neat right now. Just spaceships included. Might be getting that soon. Just gonna have a clone standing out in the open just to fall down. Yeah, I won't be animating this today. We got like 3 minutes left of the stream, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. So if you have any last questions, ask your questions before I wrap it up. Just get on to CC stream and Meepcap. You are literally at the end of the stream. I got like 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. My man Meepcat is running late. someone got on me that these sort of arms were like not in the right way, and so now I'm like fixing that. Why do so many of these droids have the arms the wrong way? I thought I fixed it. I guess not. Let me in Starbrick stream. Like me in Starbrick stream? Yep, like you in the Starbrick stream. You were way too late, my good sir. You know what? I'll have a few droids be lying on the ground as well, just because, like, the fight's already happened, or it's going on right now, so. Will you use Grievous for the Coruscant Guard battle? Maybe, maybe not. That might be something. I don't know if I want to focus on like the main Coruscant Guard battle. I mean, Battle of Coruscant, like battle scene where he's like taking Palpatine. I might want to focus on other things, like just different areas where droids have like set up command posts and all that. Just stuff like that. To repel them. Bro, I love the new updated Super Battle Droids from the Battle Pack. They're awesome. Cast for the Battle of Coruscant would be stacked. Bro, honestly, if I do a Battle of Coruscant, like, you might be talking character-wise, but honestly, that might be where I just call on, like, some bigger animators and be like, yo, you want to voice, like, a Jedi or an Admiral or a civilian for this? I might get a stack cast for that video in general. Will you do the Battle of Umbara eventually? 2028, maybe. Who knows? It just depends on all that is up in my schedule. Right now, I'm focusing on this. Well, I'm gonna server voicing characters. Maybe not the server, but like other like popular animators that I've used in animations. Is the Gunslinger going to return? Oh yes. You know what? I'm going to reveal the new design for the Gunslinger at the end of the stream, just because today I got the Spider-Man CMF because it finally appeared in my local Walmart, and now we have a new design for the Gunslinger, one that is much easier to animate. Ladies and gentlemen, here is, I'm debating on even if I want to show it. I've talked about this much. Here is the new concept design for Robbing Gundam. New update, all that. Well, that is filming on a Venator. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And as always, continue to watch the videos. Favorite Battlefront map and least favorite Battlefront map. Favorite Battlefront map is definitely Felucia or Agent Kloss. Least favorite, definitely Starkiller Base. That is all for the stream. Thank you very much. And I will see you all another time. As always, stay awesome.